Hello, my lovely one. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Truly, thank you for showing up. Thank you for giving yourself these few quiet moments. Thank you for choosing softness in a world that keeps pushing you to harden. And thank you for opening your heart even just a little bit, because that tiny opening is where the light begins to enter. This video will help you breathe again. This video will help you remember your own goodness. And this video will help you return to a truth that life keeps whispering to you. Gratitude changes everything. And I want to tell you right from the beginning, if you stay with me until the end, something inside you will shift. Your energy will soften. Your mind will quiet. Your heart will expand. Gratitude does that. Gratitude gently lifts the fog. Gratitude gently rewrites the stories you've carried for too long. Gratitude gently brings you back home to yourself. So before we begin, take a slow breath with me. Not a perfect one, not a forced one, just a simple, human, honest breath. Let your shoulders fall just a little. Let your belly soften. Let your jaw loosen. Let all the places that have been holding tension know that they don't need to work so hard right now. We are creating a space together, you and I. A space where healing is easy, where change feels natural, and where love becomes your new normal. And in this space, gratitude becomes your foundation. You know, I've always said that gratitude is the vibration that transforms your entire reality. And I want you to hear that not as a slogan, not as a pretty phrase, but as a deep truth. Gratitude isn't something you do, it's something you become. It's a state of consciousness. It's a way of walking through the world with more trust than fear, more openness than resistance, more receiving than gripping. Gratitude is the quiet decision to look at life and say, I want to see what's supporting me, not what's missing. And the beautiful thing is, the moment you shift into gratitude, your world begins shifting too. Not in big, explosive ways, but in soft, gentle waves. Your mood lifts, your breath steadies, your body relaxes, your intuition becomes louder, your fear becomes quieter. And life, the same life you thought was against you, suddenly feels like it's walking beside you. I've said this many times in my life. The more grateful you are, the more you have to be grateful for. Not because gratitude changes the world outside you first, but because gratitude changes you. When you feel grateful, you become receptive. When you feel grateful, you become open. When you feel grateful, you stop blocking the good that has been trying to reach you. You might not realize it, but when you're stressed, when you're in fear, when you're tense, your energy closes. You cross your arms in front of life without even noticing. Gratitude uncrosses those arms. Gratitude opens the door again. Gratitude says, I'm willing to see things differently. I'm willing to believe that good is trying to find me. And every time you whisper thank you, even for the smallest thing, you're telling the universe, I am available for more good. You see how powerful that is? Gratitude shifts your inner landscape. Gratitude changes your emotional climate. Gratitude turns your focus from scarcity to sufficiency, from lack to presence, from fear to trust. Your world changes the moment your perception changes. Your reality transforms the moment your attention transforms. And gratitude is the most loving transformation you can offer yourself. Now, my dear, let's talk about one of the most important areas of gratitude: your body. Your beautiful, imperfect, wise, miraculous body. You know, your body is the most loyal companion you will ever have in this lifetime. It works for you, protects you, repairs you, and carries you even on the days when you ignore it, criticize it, or push it too hard. Every cell in your body listens to every thought you think. Isn't that astonishing? Your body doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't wait for praise. It just keeps loving you. It keeps breathing you. It keeps healing you, even when you're asleep, even when you're distracted, even when you're afraid. So let yourself say it gently. Thank you, heart. Thank you, lungs. Thank you, legs. Thank you, brain. Thank you, body, for staying with me. Love becomes medicine the moment you direct it toward your body. Every cell relaxes. Every organ softens. Your whole system begins to harmonize again. Gratitude to the body is one of the fastest ways to shift your vibration into healing. And then, my love, there is your mind, your precious, powerful mind. Your mind is not broken. Your mind is not against you. Your mind is not your enemy. It is simply a tool, a servant, a helper, but it needs new instructions. It needs kindness. It needs compassion. It needs appreciation, because your mind has been trying to protect you for as long as you've been alive. Sometimes it protects you in clumsy ways with worry or overthinking or fear. But even those are attempts at safety. And when you begin thanking your mind, something magical happens. The inner critic softens. The inner child relaxes. The inner wisdom awakens. So whisper, thank you, mind, for trying so hard. Thank you for doing your best with what you knew. Thank you for helping me learn and grow. Appreciation transforms mental habits faster than discipline ever will. Gratitude is the gentlest teacher your mind has ever received. And while you're listening, let yourself settle even deeper. Notice the warmth in your chest. Notice the ease in your breath. Notice how natural this feels, because gratitude is your natural state. It is who you were before fear, before comparison, before self-judgment, before exhaustion. Gratitude connects you back to your original self, the self that trusts life, the self that expects good, the self that feels worthy of miracles. That's why I want you to listen all the way to the end, because each moment you spend in this vibration strengthens it. Each moment you allow gratitude to fill you teaches your nervous system that safety is possible. Each moment you breathe into gratitude rewires your mind toward peace. And I know, my dear, I know. Some days gratitude doesn't feel easy. Some days you wake up tired. Some days you wake up scared. Some days you're grieving or stressed or overwhelmed, and that's why this practice is so important. Gratitude doesn't ask you to deny your feelings. It simply invites you to make space for something in addition to the struggle. You can be hurting and grateful. You can be uncertain and grateful. You can be healing and grateful. Gratitude doesn't erase your humanity, it supports it. So as we move deeper into this journey together, remember this: gratitude is not perfection. Gratitude is presence. Gratitude is a soft yes to life. And when you give life that yes, life always whispers yes back. You and I, we're building a new energy together right now. And this energy will stay with you long after the video ends. It will follow you into your day. It will settle into your heart. It will gently change the way you think, the way you speak, the way you breathe. Because a grateful mind becomes a peaceful mind. A grateful heart becomes a magnetic heart. A grateful life becomes a blessed life. And you deserve a blessed life. You deserve ease. You deserve joy. You deserve support. You deserve tenderness. You deserve miracles. And gratitude is the doorway to all of it. So breathe, soften, open, and let gratitude begin to change your world. You know, my dear, before we go any further, I want to share something very personal with you. Something I learned slowly, gently, sometimes painfully, over many years of healing my own heart. There was a time when I could only feel gratitude for the beautiful moments, the successes, the easy days, and I would push away the memories that hurt. I would try to erase them, deny them, hide from them, but life kept whispering to me, again and again, that true freedom comes when you can look at your past, even the hard parts, with soft eyes. Not with judgment, not with blame, not with shame, but with a quiet and honest thank you. And I know that sounds strange at first. People would ask me, Louise, how can I ever be grateful for something that hurt me? And I would smile gently and say, you are not thanking the pain, sweetheart. You are thanking the growth. You are thanking the strength. You are thanking the evolution of who you became because of it. And I want you to hear that today, slowly, kindly. When you bless your past, you free yourself from carrying it. You lighten the emotional load you've been holding for years. You release your heart from the grip of old stories. You soften the edges of memories that once felt sharp. Gratitude toward the past is not about pretending everything was good. It's about acknowledging that you lived through it. You survived. You grew. You learned something essential about yourself. So take a gentle moment and thank your past self, the one who endured what felt impossible, the one who kept going even without a roadmap, the one who held on during the nights you felt alone. That version of you deserves acknowledgement. Thank you for surviving. Thank you for being strong. Thank you for walking me all the way to today. And when you can bless the mistakes too, something inside you softens even more. Because every mistake was simply a lesson delivered in a human way. Every misstep was an invitation to learn boundaries, clarity, patience, intuition. You don't need to relive them, but you can honor what they gave you. That is the healing power of gratitude. And then, my love, there are the people. Oh, the people. The ones who loved you, the ones who challenged you, the ones who stayed, and even the ones who left. Each one shaped your journey in ways you may not have fully understood at the time. I always remind people, you do not need to agree with someone to be grateful for what their presence awakened in you. The supporters treasure them. They gave you encouragement, comfort, warmth, Thank them for making the road brighter. The ones who believed in you when you doubted yourself. The ones who offered kindness when you were fragile. The ones who reminded you of your worth just by being there. A simple thank you for loving me when I forgot how to love myself carries so much healing. But then there are those who hurt you, and I know that part is harder. I know your chest might tighten a little when I say this, but these people too played a role in your evolution. They gave you clarity, clarity about what you will no longer accept, clarity about what your heart needs, clarity about your boundaries, your values, your direction. Gratitude for them does not mean approving of what they did. It does not mean erasing the pain. It means acknowledging that because of those experiences, you learned something vital. You saw your own strength. You learned how to walk away. You learned how to speak up. You learned how to choose yourself. And even if you can't say thank you to their face, you can whisper it inwardly. Thank you for teaching me what I needed to know. Thank you for giving me clarity. Thank you for pushing me closer to myself. Gratitude liberates you from carrying the emotional heaviness of old wounds. It releases the weight without dismissing the truth. And then there are the people who stayed, the steady ones, the quiet ones, the ones who didn't give up on you even in moments when you gave up on yourself. These people are blessings in human form. Thank them deeply. Thank them often. Thank them with your words, your presence, your heart. They represent stability, loyalty, and love, things your nervous system has longed for. Say softly, thank you for choosing me. Thank you for walking beside me. Thank you for staying. When you express gratitude for the people in your life, supporters, challengers, teachers, you realign your energy with compassion, understanding, and peace. And then, my dear one, we come to an even more tender place, thanking your challenges. I know that sounds unusual, but challenges are some of life's most masterful teachers. They reshape you from the inside out. They build resilience in ways comfort never could. They help you discover parts of your inner strength you might never have known existed. When you say, thank you for teaching me patience, you are choosing empowerment. When you say, thank you for revealing my strength, you are reclaiming your story. When you say, thank you for redirecting me to something better, you are aligning with trust rather than fear. Think of the hardest moments you've lived, through the ones that cracked you open, the ones that brought you to your knees, the ones that made you question everything. Those were the moments that expanded your capacity for courage, compassion, wisdom, and inner power. Gratitude transforms what once felt like a problem into a stepping stone. Gratitude turns chaos into clarity. Gratitude turns pain into purpose. When you practice gratitude toward your challenges, you are no longer afraid of life's lessons. You begin to understand that everything arrives with meaning. Everything arrives with timing. Everything arrives with a hidden blessing. You can whisper it gently. Thank you, challenge, for showing me who I really am. Thank you, hardship, for helping me grow roots. Thank you, difficulty, for shaping my resilience. And the moment you say those words, even quietly, even skeptically, something inside you shifts. You stop fearing life. You start trusting life. You stop resisting the path. You start walking it with a new kind of softness, a new kind of strength, a new kind of clarity. Gratitude does not erase your past, it elevates it. Gratitude does not justify harm, it frees you from carrying it. Gratitude does not deny struggle, it illuminates what the struggle gave you. And when you bless your past, bless the people, bless the lessons, bless the challenges, you bless your entire life. You heal the timeline of your heart. You return to yourself with tenderness. You align with the universe's rhythm. You step into a future that feels lighter, clearer, safer, and more open than anything you've known before. This is the power of gratitude, not as a practice, but as a way of living, a way of seeing, a way of loving your own existence. And as we keep walking together through this beautiful journey of gratitude, there is something very precious I want to share with you, something that often gets overlooked yet holds the deepest power. You see, it's easy to thank the past once we've understood it. It's easy to thank the people once we've softened toward them. It's even easy to thank the challenges once we realize how strong they made us. But there is a kind of gratitude that lives quietly right beneath your feet, available in every breath, in every heartbeat, in every quiet little moment of today. And that is the gratitude for the present moment. So let me ask you gently, have you thanked this moment yet? Right here, where you are sitting, breathing, listening. This moment is your doorway to peace. This moment is where your true power lives. When you thank the present moment, something inside you settles, softens, opens. You stop fighting life. You stop running ahead. You stop replaying old stories. You come home to yourself, to your breath, to the truth that life is happening now, not later, not yesterday. And when you whisper a quiet thank you to this very moment, even if nothing dramatic is happening, even if everything still feels messy or unclear, suddenly you begin to see that nothing is actually missing. You are here. You are breathing. You have choices. You have awareness. You have the ability to redirect your thoughts. This moment is not ordinary. It is sacred. It is the only moment that truly exists. The past is memory. The future is imagination. But now this gentle, luminous now is where your heart, your power, your healing, your clarity all live. So thank this moment. Thank the chair that holds you. Thank the air that surrounds you. Thank your breath for not giving up on you, even on the days you gave up on yourself. Say softly, thank you, present moment. You are enough, and I am enough within you. And feel how your body responds. Feel how your breath deepens. Feel how your nervous system releases tension. Gratitude for now is not an escape from reality, it is an embrace of it. It anchors you in peace, it opens your intuition, it dissolves anxiety, because anxiety only lives in the future. The more you thank the present, the more the present becomes a soft place to rest. That is the gift you can give yourself today. And then, my dear one, there is a level of gratitude that expands your life in ways you may never have imagined. Gratitude for the future. Yes, the future. Gratitude not just for what has happened, not just for what is happening, but for what is making its way toward you right now, quietly, beautifully in ways you cannot yet see. When you say thank you for what has not arrived, you step into the frequency of faith. You become a magnet for blessings. You shift from hoping to trusting, from waiting to welcoming. The future is always forming in your favor, even when you don't see movement. Just as a seed grows underground before breaking through the soil, your blessings are taking shape in silence. So begin to thank them, the opportunities, the connections, the breakthroughs, the solutions, the healing moments, the joyful surprises. When you say, thank you for the opportunities coming my way, you tell life that you are ready. When you say, thank you for the doors opening that I cannot yet see, you place yourself in alignment with possibility instead of fear. You bless the path ahead of you, and the path begins to bless you back. Gratitude for the future is one of the most powerful forms of creation. It transforms longing into receiving. It transforms doubt into trust. It transforms waiting into preparation. And life listens. Life always listens. When you thank the future, you communicate confidence, not desperation. You communicate openness, not resistance. You communicate readiness, not fear. And because the universe responds to your vibration, not your words, it begins to rearrange circumstances to match what you are blessing. Gratitude becomes acceleration. Gratitude becomes alignment. Gratitude becomes a silent yes, and life responds with more yeses. You don't need to know the details. You don't need to figure out the how. You don't need to force anything. Your job is simply to open your heart wide enough to welcome what is on its way. Say it gently. Thank you for what is coming. Thank you for the blessings preparing themselves for me. Thank you for the future that is blooming in my favor. And feel that shift. Feel that warmth in your chest. Feel how your energy rises. You move from fear to trust, from contraction to expansion. And that expansion is what calls your blessings toward you faster. My dear, gratitude is not just a practice, it is a bridge. Gratitude for the past frees you. Gratitude for the present grounds you. Gratitude for the future elevates you. When you thank your past, you reclaim your story. When you thank your present, you reclaim your power. When you thank your future, you reclaim your magic. And you are so much more magical than you have realized. The moment you bless what has been, what is, and what will be, you become unstoppable. You stand in alignment with life instead of fighting it. You open the door to flow instead of forcing. You begin to understand deeply that everything in your life, every chapter, every season, every breath is part of a greater orchestration working for your highest good. So let gratitude be your language. Let gratitude be your anchor. Let gratitude be the way you say yes to life. And remember, the universe always meets a grateful heart halfway, always. You know, as we arrive at this part of our journey together, there is something I've been wanting to share with you gently, softly, with the kind of tenderness reserved for truths that matter. Because after you've thanked your body, your mind, your past, your challenges, this moment, and even the future that is forming so beautifully for you, there is one more presence waiting quietly to be acknowledged, the universe itself. And I want to ask you something in the most natural, loving way. Have you ever paused just long enough to whisper a thank you to the invisible force that has carried you through every chapter of your life? Every coincidence, every unexpected blessing, every moment of protection you didn't even know you needed, all of it has been part of a greater loving intelligence guiding you step by step, breath by breath. When you thank the universe, you're not thanking something separate from you. You're thanking the life essence you are made of. You're thanking the rhythm that beats through your heart, the breath that moves through your lungs, the spark of awareness that lives within your being. And when you whisper, "Thank you, universe," you acknowledge the partnership that has always been there, even on the days when everything felt uncertain. Because the truth is, the moment you trust the universe, your entire body relaxes, your shoulders drop, your breath deepens, your mind softens. You stop gripping life so tightly. You stop trying to control every detail. You stop forcing outcomes that were never meant to be forced. Something inside you finally says, "I don't need to have everything figured out right now. I am supported." And that softening is exactly what allows goodness to reach you. When you relax, your energy rises. When your energy rises, opportunities begin to notice you. People who resonate with your light naturally find their way into your life. Solutions that seemed impossible suddenly appear. Doors that were stuck finally open. The universe always responds to your energy, not your fear, not your doubt, not your timelines, but your vibration. And gratitude is the brightest vibration you can offer. Every time you say thank you, you send out a signal of trust, of openness, of readiness. It's as if you are telling life, "I'm here, I'm listening, I'm willing to receive." Gratitude turns you into a magnet for the experiences you've been seeking. It doesn't matter whether you whisper it softly, think it silently, or speak it out loud. What matters is the feeling behind it. When you say, "Thank you, universe, for everything. I trust your timing, your wisdom, and your love," the universe hears your sincerity. It senses your willingness. It feels your openness, and it responds. Life has always responded to you, my dear. Sometimes quietly, sometimes dramatically, but always with purpose, always with love. And now, as we gently move into this closing of the heart, I want you to slow down with me, just for a moment. Take a deep, nurturing breath, the kind that fills your entire chest with warmth and presence. Let your hand rest over your heart, lightly, lovingly, the way you'd protect something precious. Feel that heartbeat. Feel that gentle rhythm inside you. That is life itself speaking to you. That is proof that life has never stopped supporting you. You didn't have to earn this breath. You didn't have to deserve this heartbeat. They were given freely, lovingly, continuously. Gratitude becomes so natural when you realize how much life has already done for you without you even having to ask. And so, with a softness that feels like the early morning light, whisper to yourself, "Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this life." Let each thank you land gently. Let each word travel through your body like a wave of warm light. Feel how your heart responds, opening, expanding, softening, remembering. Gratitude doesn't just change your day, it changes your chemistry. It calms your nervous system, brightens your mood, strengthens your intuition, and brings you into alignment with the highest version of yourself. With every thank you, you say yes to life. You say yes to healing. You say yes to possibility. And as we arrive at the final loving message of this practice, I want you to know this with the deepest clarity. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles, truly. When you offer gratitude, the whole universe reflects gratitude back to you. The more you appreciate, the more you receive. The more you bless, the more you are blessed. Gratitude is not a technique. It is a way of living, a way of seeing, a way of being. It turns ordinary moments into sacred ones. It turns challenges into teachers. It turns waiting into preparation. It turns fear into trust. It turns life itself into a friend. So let your day be a blessing. Let your steps be light. Let your heart stay open. And let gratitude guide every moment. Because when you say thank you, life smiles. When you say thank you, life responds. When you say thank you, life expands. And you, my dear, are meant for a life that expands.